Come is one of the most important cues that every dog needs to learn. The ability to recall your dog back is gonna be a lifesaver when your dog suddenly bolts out your door, or when you accidentally drop their leash during their walk and they run off to the street to, let's say, follow a squirrel. And in those situations, they could easily get hurt if you can't recall them back. So to teach your dog to come to you when called, you start by calling their name to get their attention. It's important that you don't say the word come when they are not actually paying attention to you when you first teach the command, as you're gonna risk poisoning the cue and making it no longer usable. When they look at you, if your dog knows a touch command, simply presenting your hand like this in front of them at a short distance at first without actually saying the word touch, and wait until your dog is about halfway towards you and then say come clearly, enthusiastically, and energetically. And as your dog touches your hand, say yes and reward them with your highest value treats. If your dog refuses to come to you, try to make yourself as fun as possible by rapidly making some high-pitched sounds repeatedly, such as pop 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 pop, or making some smooshy kissy sounds. Clapping your hands, taking a few steps back away from them quickly is also a great way to encourage them to come to you, as dogs naturally like to chase things that are running away from them. The reason why I usually like to start with the touch hand signal is because it brings more structure and it provides an actual target for them to hit when they come back to you. And I will show you later on in this video how to incorporate the touch command when teaching a more formal recall when they come directly in front of you, sit and look at you. If your dog doesn't know the touch, sit, or the look command yet, don't worry. I have this video here where I show you how to teach all these 3 commands after the dog can consistently come to you. Now, try to wait until they're slightly distracted or look away from you, and then I say the name and then immediately give the come cue. If they come to you, say yes and give them a jackpot several treats. Throw them a big party to let them know they've done an incredible job. Make it a really positive, memorable experience for them. So now as your dog is mastering this come cue, it's time to step up the game. So after they come to you and touch your hand, move your hand up to create a sit hand signal as your dog sits. Move your hand to your arms to create a look hand signal, and reward him generously after completing the sequence of this come front position. Ensures that your dog stays close to you when coming, so it's easier for you to grab their collar in emergency situations, because he actually has to come close enough to touch your hand. And after enough of repetitions of this touch, sit, and look sequence, your dogs will begin to beat you to it. Meaning that when you say come, your dog will run to you, offer now to sit and now to look, before you even have a chance to give your hand signals. And that's our ultimate goal. I strongly encourage you to add a collar touch when training your dog to come to you. And the reason is that to a dog, a collar touch usually signals that the fun is over. For example, your dog is having a blast playing with their friends, and when you want your dog to come home, what would you do? You grab the collar, pop a leash on it, and bring them back home. So that's why dogs will naturally run away or back off when their owner tries to reach for the collar. And in emergency situations, in order to keep them safe, not only do you need to recall them back to you, but you also need to contain them by grabbing the collar to make sure they're not running away from you again. So after your dog comes to you, sits and look at you. Make a habit to reach down and touch his collar. And as you touch his collar, say yes and give him a treat. Practice this consistently until your dog gets very comfortable with you touching the collar, and do not back away from you when doing so. So once your dog has mastered this command inside your apartment or your house, you can try practicing it in your hallway with a long leash, or maybe in your backyard, and try hallway off leash. After that, go to a quiet street to try this command, and gradually add more distractions by practicing it in busier streets or a dog park. Also, when practicing this command, gradually add the distance before calling him back to you. If you found this video helpful, please consider clicking on the like and subscribe button to help us reach more people. Thank you. Bye.